Hey, welcome to the channel. Hey, welcome to the channel. Fuck off, Chong. Right, hey, welcome. Hey. Right, we're on our way to Leicester. Fucking Leicester. You know, on your way to Leicester. So it's like, oh, what have I forgot? You know, it's like, I leave everything to the last minute. I'm like that. I'm that person that if it's not a routine, so like, you know, like car boot sales, I can do that. It's a routine. But anything unusual, I leave it all to the last minute. So that's what I've done. So I'm trying to sort out my art stuff because I'm going to do an art thing, right? And yesterday I was actually talking to somebody who I shouldn't have been talking to, and it blew my confidence a bit. And it's somebody who's not into art. I showed him my art and he says it was shite and everything. And it was like, I know it sounds childish saying this, but I know I should be able to cope. I'm very, very touchy about it. And there was a cool truck. You know, but it's my own fault. You know, it's like, you have to take that. That's what happens. And also I've seen somebody who, on Saturday, who went out of the way to say, look, I've seen your stuff, it's absolutely amazing, all this sort of thing, right? But one person can see stuff, another person can't, or just isn't into it. So I made the mistake. I think what I'm trying to do is network. I'm networking. This is what people do. And I chose the wrong person. Or you know, or maybe certainly for that avenue of my life. And to them it's just a big laugh. But to me, but my mind thinks differently. I think differently. That's why I am an artist. Artists think differently. Their minds are set up differently. So there's this notion that it's all a waste of time. I get that on YouTube. You know, it's complete. What are you doing standing there? You know, you're just a complete waste of time. And because then Fallin says that they aren't a waste of time, and what they are doing isn't a waste of time. But my sort of philosophy behind it is, well, it's not me that said it, but there has been philosophers who've talked about life and what is the meaning of life and everything, what are you doing and why are you doing it. And they haven't even asked, the people that tell me I'm wasting my time haven't even asked these questions, because they're just like drones. So they think what they're doing is so important, but it is utterly meaningless. You know, everyday stuff can be, or is becoming to look like it's utterly meaningless when the system is against you. It's about to fall apart, or it potentially could, and you're just like a drone go backwards and forwards, say emptying bins or something, and you know, meanwhile the elites are starting to make gradually and competently but forthrightly removing the infrastructure that we've paid for. And then you think that's funny. You know, like people think that's funny and I'm some kind of conspiracy nutter, you know. No, I think you should always think that way. You should always look at what potentially is happening. You always got to look at worst case scenarios. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. See, I went off on a bit of a tangent there. So I showed it to this guy and he's like, and there's other guy that I kind of thought was sort of loosely as my friend. Well, I think it's friends. What's the definition of friends, you know? And so I shouldn't have done that the day before I'm going to an event, you know, where I'm going to have to go in front of people and create art. It's like, what the fuck, you know, who is this idiot? So my confidence is pretty iffy. I think it's normal. I think most people probably like that. So yeah, the other thing about it was a lot of my art's really personal. So the painting of my dad, that's personal. So that to me, that's like my dad. It's not a painting. It's my dad. It's up there on the wall. And yeah, I criticise his memory and his past, but that's my right. But I don't like anybody else doing it. You know. So what's happening there? Bit of a problem with the tyre. front and here's the tyre, looks flat. So the other thing that happened yesterday was, what happened? Oh, my daughter. Oh Jesus. Oh but Jesus, my daughter. My daughter. It's a very, very difficult situation. And sometimes the less said, the better. But that was the sort of thing that my dad did. He was one of these ones that did the less said, the better type thing. And then, well, what happens? You end up, everybody's roaming around not knowing what the fuck's going on. The less said, the better, you know. It's personal stuff, but it's like, what the fuck, you know. So I've always had this sort of opposition. This is what happens when you get divorced. There's a ramification of it. The other party hates you and will do anything to destroy you. Or they'll even destroy themselves in the process. And it affects the children. The sayings, talking about it is very, very difficult. People start throwing out accusations and all sorts. So it's choosing your language. Cool truck. Carefully is difficult, and I'm attempting to do that. And I'm talking about sending messages, you know. And I sent him a message back, and you know, said it the wrong way or something, you know. Try to take a bit of time about it, which is one of the obvious issues with Facebook, is that you just respond with what's in your head, and that's and it's perhaps not the best thing to say to anyone at any given moment. So that is a bit of an issue. But I said to her, it'll be great to see you, so I haven't heard from her. You know, I used to try and go to the basic things and keep away from toxic minefields. Because the toxic minefields, if you get into it, then people will just start arguing over the details. You know, they'll argue about anything. So you've got to kind of, it is a difficult skill. I'm trying to learn it myself. Just to stay away from who did what, when and where, and then you become a part of this drama, and you're never going to, you know, nobody's going to get anything out of it. It's constant drama. Blah, blah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. We'll get back to you when we get down to Leicester. Don't think I'll be doing much videos on the way down, but I might do one or two, maybe at the services. Thanks for watching. Bye! Truck spotting! It's a Scania! So cool.